Stock of the day, thought we'd take a look at Aussie Broadband. It's expecting full year earnings to come in at the top end of guidance, around $39 million. During the June quarter, total broadband connections lifted by 7%, which accounts for its acquisition of Over the Wire. This after a mixed third quarter saw shares tumble as much as 30% from the record highs in April. Gaurav, you've been a bit of a fan of Aussie Broadband in the past. What did you think of the update?
Yeah, I've owned this since it IPO'd, and I've been, you're right, I've been a fan of it, and I particularly think the founder and management is outstanding in this business. Yep. I looked at the numbers quickly before I came in, and I have to say, when I looked at the numbers, I thought, oh, this is a great update. The earnings were at the upper end of guidance. Yep. The connection numbers were particularly strong. The saving synergies from the acquisition probably better than expected, I'd say. Yep. And the market share gains, again, I'd say better than I would have expected. What they didn't put in there also was that the marginal market share gains, so every quarter the ACCC releases an NBN report, they're getting still about 40% of all the new connections on the NBN.
Wow.
So almost 1 in 2 new connections are going to Aussie, and the market share officially is 6% or so. So right. I still think there's a lot of room for growth left in the business. The next big upstage is going to come when they finish their fibre network. That's going to save them about $15 million a year, dropping straight to the bottom line. So, next year, I think they're looking at sort of $70–80 million in EBITDA potentially, and it's looking quite attractive at these prices. Oh. I think the story is better than that. I think there's been some skepticism about Aussie because it is today it is a reseller of NBN services. Yep. But you look at what they're putting together. They now have their own fibre backhaul. They've bought a voice network and IT and cybersecurity capability. I think they're putting together a more diverse and higher quality business than the one that exists today. I've said this before, but it does remind me of the evolution of Macquarie Telecom, which started off as a reseller and traditional telco, and it moved into much higher quality, better product. Today, Macquarie Telco is a core holding for me personally, and it is a wonderful, maybe the best telco business in the land. And I can see Aussie taking steps to follow that trajectory as well. So this is a buy from me. The market's reaction is you shouldn't ignore that. The market is not. If you're an investor and you think the market's silly, I think that's a really immature attitude. This is concerning that on news like this, the shares pulled back. I don't know that this is just the market being silly. I'd be just limiting my position size until that full year result comes out and we get a bit more information. Okay. But I would be nibbling at this, yes.
Okay. David?
Look, it's not a buy for me, technically speaking, because I'm a technician and a fundamentalist as well. But from a technical point of view, it's certainly not a buy on the chart. Look, the trading update was a positive one, but the market, obviously, reaction today isn't positive. I mean, it's just, the stock's down. I was just having a look at it now, but it was down on that just, quite sharply. So there it is, so it's down, 17%. So something's obviously amiss here for the investors, the shareholders who are selling today. I think it's probably the only thing for me, it's the price you pay. I like buying bargains. Yep. It's not exactly a bargain in my book. I've got a different book to most people. Yeah. But for that reason alone, look, I put it on my watch list, but it's not a buy for me right now.
All right.